Alright guys, what's going on? It's been a while since I've made one of these build videos, but today I'm just going to bring you guys a few Eagle Bear builds. I'm just going to roll some gameplay and then we'll get into the build review. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. If you do, please leave a like and a sub. Cheers guys.
Uno a terra. Arrivato solo quello, backlight. È in Eagle sto backlight, è in Eagle.
Non lo puoi ammazzare. Tutti l'ho fatto, zio santo. Manco uno
Ma
scudo.
mo dovrebbe finire l'Eagle, vai che ce la fai.
No!
The fuck, bro?
Dude, what the fuck? Blue? Oh, shotties are coming in, bro.
Guarda là quanta nabagine, no? L'ho pushata solo,
No, I'm gonna die.
Già mi sono scocciato.
Really, bro? Yeah, it's tough. Alright, what's going on guys? I'm bringing you guys my Eagle Bear build. So we'll start off with the specialization. Obviously we have Firewall here, we all know why we run Firewall. Got the Eagle Bear because it's an Eagle Bear build. Got the FAMAS within Sync as a secondary, you can run whatever you want here, it doesn't matter. Pistol, I have Perk Finisher, to proc Finisher obviously. Bit of extra crit chance, crit damage, okay. Now I'm going to try and explain the Eagle Bear talent because a lot of people still don't know how it works, and I personally thought I knew how it worked, but after talking to a few people, shout out to UK's Mike James, who explained it a bit better to me, I now understand it a little bit better, okay? So we'll start off, just how to proc tenacity, we're going to PvP stats here. So basically, to even proc tenacity, you need to get a headshot kill. We don't actually have to kill them. I know it says kill in the list here, but you only have to down the player, okay? To proc tenacity. That'll last for 10 seconds. So basically, per body shot, you'll gain 1% reduced damage, or delayed damage, and 5% per headshot. Tenacity, you can get to 40 to 80% damage delayed until the buff expires after 10 seconds. Or if you manage to kill 3 players here, you can mitigate 100% of that damage. And note it says kill here, you don't actually have to kill them. done some testing. I talked to a few people. You don't actually have to kill the player. You only have to down the player for this to work, okay? And the first player that you down to proc tenacity doesn't actually count towards this. So you actually have to technically down 4 players to mitigate 100% of the damage, if that makes sense, okay? Basically, that's how the tenacity works. Okay, now I'll just go over my build itself. So we're running 2-piece walker here, everything with crit damage, crit chance on it. Obviously you get the weapon damage and the damage to armor. As we have no weapon damage on the build itself, the weapon damage that we get from this is actually really good. For the chest piece, we're going with Intimidate, and I will go into further detail why we're running Intimidate, but again, as you can see, crit chance, crit damage everywhere. Seska, as it is the best source of crit chance in the game, if you guys didn't know. Holster, obviously we're running assault rifle, so assault rifle damage from the Fenris. Knee pads, we've gone with the Foxes, obviously for the multiplicative damage. Contractors, again, for the multiplicative damage. And the backpack, obviously, for the multiplicative damage to armor. Okay? Now, I'm running this at 1.8. And why am I running this at 1.8? And, well, why am I running at 1.8 with Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush? Okay? So, basically, when we're using the Eagle Bear and we get the Tenacity proc, we want to survive for as long as we can, and we don't want to die whilst we have the buff active. And the best way to not die is to have more armor. And there's no point having Unbreakable because it's just going to proc straight through Unbreakable, okay? You're going to take too much damage and Unbreakable, which won't even proc, so there's no point even running it. So you want to get the most damage you can possible, okay? And because we're running 1.8, in PvP we'll gain 12% bonus armor per enemy, stacking up 3 times. Basically, we can get up to 36% bonus armor, which will be roughly 700, 800k armor, around about there, every 5 seconds. Okay, you stack that with 1.8 million armor, you can be sitting at 2.5, 2.6. And if you have tenacity procced as well and you're taking 80% less damage for that 10 seconds, well, your Intimidate is going to be up constantly because you're constantly getting that 700k, 800k bonus armor that's taking less damage because you have tenacity procced, so you're going to be doing more damage with the Intimidate because it's just going to be up the whole time. Basically letting you to kill more players, and more players you kill, the less damage you're going to take from the tenacity, okay? You've seen some of the clips. I face tank 5, 6 players. I down 4. I still live because I'm so tanky. I'm constantly getting bonus armor from the Adrenaline Rush, and I'm killing them so fast because my Intimidate is active the whole time. And this is more of a console version of the build, as you can see, with all the multiplicative damage, all the damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover, as you can see down here. Now, the reason I've done this is because this multiplicative damage applies to all sources of damage. It applies to non-crits, it applies to crits, it applies to headshots, okay? You could just run headshot, but that only applies to headshots, and the multiplier for headshots in this game isn't that great. It doesn't reward you enough for hitting those headshots, so it's just best just to go the multiplicative damage that applies to crits, non-crits, and headshots, which is damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover, weapon damage, things like that. Okay, so I'm just running a shield because shields are meta, obviously. Everyone's running a shield. I also run a decoy, doesn't matter. Whatever you want, EMP sticky, jammer pulse, booster hive, depends on the server. It's just up to you, okay? Let's go over the stats really quickly. So with the Eagle Bear, 54 crit chance. Not too bad, nearly maxed. 156 crit damage, 95 headshot damage, 13 damage to armor. And from the Foxes, we also get 8% damage to targets out of cover. Okay, I think that just about covers this build, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys try this build out and it works really well for you. And if it does, let me know. Cheers, guys. Peace.